Thank you for making it this far into the video. It's the beginning, but thank you for clicking on it. And yeah, I have quite a lot to go through, and I even have a list here. I'll show it to you. You can pause and then you can see it. So yeah, the first thing on the list is actually just to look at the collection of RC cars. I won't be doing a video handheld and all of that stuff. I'll just run a video. Yeah, what was that, 2.5 minutes or something like that? They were really brief and you didn't get to see very much, but you saw they were there. Some of them more prominent than others. Let's have a look at the list, and let's have a look at what I'd like to talk to you about again. I'll just put the list up on the side there so that you can follow. Yeah, so videos, YouTube, engagement, all of that stuff. First of all, the thing I have to say is I've watched a lot of videos. Especially my Saturday and Sunday mornings, I get to watch some videos for maybe an hour or something like that. I sit with a coffee and I watch videos, and I really enjoy that. I also managed to spit out a few videos of my own. I'll play a little screen capture or something like that there. You can see there were a few that I would like to speak about. I finally managed to do a proper recording of my Gatekeeper. It was a magic morning. It was the snow was gone. It was still a little bit frosty and all of that stuff, and the light there was just magic. I don't think the video captured it. Well, and a couple of paint videos I managed. I want to do more paint videos. What else was there? Then there was that whole mad CW01 challenge from poor boy. It took me the whole of October. It just knocked everything else out of the agenda. So that was a tough one. Lots of good fun on the videos and stuff. I have to say there's also videos coming. I had 2022 on the RC side of things was excellent. I had a really good time with RC cars. Yeah, the year wasn't particularly good, but on RC cars, yeah, I did a lot of stuff, and I even recorded quite a lot of footage that out in the sunlight, all that good stuff and all that, and then I can put the car here for the first part, and the second part is the run video that I already have, and then I just need to stand and babble on about it, so, which is sort of easy enough. I hope to do some more paint videos also. Apparently springtime might be really attractive for doing paint videos, I feel. A little bit related to my YouTube engagement, one of the things that I have noticed is my channel name is kind of stupid. It's not really stupid, it's just very, very difficult, and it's just, and I saw in another video where my channel name was mentioned, it was like, oh, consonant, 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 and I was looking for a vowel in there, but there wasn't any. So maybe I actually I know what I want to call it. I want to call it Mads RC Buggy. I have no idea how to change, so let's see when and if I actually manage the formalities of that stuff. So yeah. So that was that part over with. I'll keep putting this one up so you can follow. Projects is a completely different thing. I actually have it on a separate note. The first one is sort of stupid. Those are the projects that didn't happen for me, because, you know, there's a lot going on up here. Not everything is good. Not everything turns out to work fine. There was the whole TD4 and TD2, the Tamiyas that came out, and what I had said to people in the community beforehand was, if Tamiya releases a new Buggy, I will be the first one to buy it. And they did, and I didn't. Shame on me, but it just didn't happen. It wasn't really, it didn't happen. I got a DT-02 instead, which I hadn't planned on. The other thing that was a hype about was the G-Force Genova and the JEGS Stinger, sort of the relation between those two and all of that. There's this G-Force Genova, which is a retro kind of looking but also modern Buggy from a Japanese company, and it sort of made its way out over, and we started watching videos with it, and it was amazing. A lot of people got amazed by it. Then at the same time, an American company, car parts company, really automotive parts company, had started selling radio controlled cars, and one of them was the JEGS Stinger, which was sort of like, and it was a cheaper option, but it was still expensive. Then it became really cheap. It was actually still expensive for me because of the import taxes, and the shipping was crazy. So it just ended up on the list of things that didn't happen. Another theme of 2022, and another one that didn't happen for me, was the Flyhell FC610. It's actually a HBX. It's either 12th or 10th scale car, and it's amazing. It's just like some sort of mega basher in a relatively small format. It was cheap, and the thing was, I just kept following the prices, and I was like, okay, I'll pull the trigger now. I'll pull the trigger now. Maybe the price goes down and stuff. It didn't, and now it's not even available, and I missed out. The last one on my list of things that didn't happen was the Armor Kraton. Well, it doesn't really, it isn't really in my demographic anyway, but it ties into all the goddamn snow that I have, and I wanted to build a really big snowplow, and that might have been a good candidate for that. So that was that section. Now I'd like to get on with projects that are actually ongoing, that I have sort of started, or let's just assume that at least some of them might happen in 2023. That's what I'd like to think. The CC02 project. I have a really cool Beetle Buggy body, Lexan body, and I have a absolutely awesome motor from Holmes, and I have a good box of it's an envelope, it's a sachet of aluminum and steel stuff for that one. It just didn't happen this summer. It was actually because of budget restraints. It just turned out to be too expensive. But now I have about half of what I need, so that's the point of no return. You just gotta keep going, and definitely I'll be on fire with that thing again. That's for sure. The Top Force 3. Well, you saw in the video I rolled there was 2 Top Force, and there's a third one coming. It's the I have a few parts of it here lying around. So here's the rear gearbox with a nice brushless motor, a little bit of aluminium, high-speed gearing, all that good stuff. Then there's my my chassis, which I actually I ended up cutting out myself, and I got to the shock towers, and I didn't really. I just sort of lost the drive. I'll show a photo of that, but that's definitely an ongoing project. It's what we would call a high-end build. It's just yeah, the budget just went crazy on that one. Let's say it like that. Then I have the fake FAV. Why is it fake? It has a I don't think this is a FAV chassis. I think it's the Wild One chassis. Then it has the certain FAV parts, and I wanted to make like some sort of military vehicle, but I think it's more gonna end up being more like a pacifist thing. The reason it's on a DT-03 box here also with it is the rear gearbox is gonna be donated from the DT-03, and also the front suspension and all of that stuff needs to be adapted so that it works with this. It's gonna be a fun project. It's gonna be good. Yeah. And then, so this weird looking thing is a GF01 chassis with enormous tires on it. The idea, it has a torquey motor on it. It's actually the motor from the Gatekeeper Fusion. The idea is to just put 2 after each other so that it becomes an 8-wheeler, and obviously I need another motor also. I have 2 motors ordered, so that is going to be a fun one. It's going to have a snowplow. Oh, it's here. I bought a snowplow little parts. It's almost toy-like, but it's what Amazon had. It'll be strapped on front of it, and then it has servo to lower and lift it. And then I have a snowplow, and it's going to be hugely inefficient and toy-like, but I just need to get started on it. Yeah, I have snow, and I need a machine to deal with that damn snow. And this is the beginning. This is the first prototype. I got my hands on one of these. It's a Kyosho Laser Alpha. chassis. I also have wheels. I have, I think I have everything. I even have a body that somebody painted, but I'll be ordering a one from Blue Groove. Yeah, I honestly think that the guy who did this has done a really good job. Everything's smooth, everything's good. The belt is slack, but from what I heard is that that's a design issue, and the belts are slack, and they just run slack. They run noisy. So that's the way that is. I think I'll just put electronics in it, put wheels on it, put a body on it, and see how it runs. I think that's the intention. So that was that section, the ongoing projects. Then I would like to just very briefly just say, alright, I did actually accomplish a few of my projects. There was the Top Force, the second Top Force, which was, this is one of my best radio controlled cars, I have to say. The Sand Viper is down here. It was an easy build, very simple, and it's not overpowered or anything. It's not very. It's got the upgrades that it needs to have, but nothing fancy. It was also built from a DT-03, and then I bought the parts that were different. So, and the Lunchbox is actually holding the video light, so I can't actually grab the Lunchbox, but I'll roll a video instead. Yeah. We're nearly there. Upcoming projects. I'll just read them out loud and say a little bit, because I don't have much on them, but let's see if they happen next year. 2023. Tamiya DB-01. The Durga is so cool. I've always wanted a belt driven 4-wheel drive, even before I got the Kyosho, but yeah, that would be cool. I have a body from Blue Groove. It's Hirobo Alien. It's a classic Buggy from the 80s. That would be cool on a TD4. So let's see if that ever happens. I think I mentioned that this might be for a snowplow trying to actually do real snow work. That would be too toy-like. It would be too small, not powerful enough. So obviously there needs to come something bigger. Future. It says Sand Viper 2 after that. I just want to try to see if I can do like I did on the Lunchbox and create a little bit longer wheelbase on it. Should be fairly easy on a Sand Viper. And I'm still on those HBX 12 scale or 10 scale and build myself some sort of really fast, crazy brushless basher thing. That would be good fun. I actually have the body right here. So all I need is the car. My HBX, where the hell are you? This one, it's a truggy. It's a little bashy thing, wheelies and does stuff. Would be cool to try to see if I can make a buggy out of this instead. Smaller wheels. I have the wheels. Smaller wheels, make it a little bit narrower, make it not so wide a stands. That would be a cool little buggy. That would be. It'll end up in being 14 scale or something like that. And my DT-01, which isn't. Yeah, here it is. I just want to redo it and make it into a Mad Bull. I have the wheels. It's the same wheels from the Lunchbox. Just need other front wheels, and then do a little bit about the steering. Also a simple little project. So let's go back to this one, and then yeah, well, all it says is thank you. and see you in 2023. Let's see what that year holds for us in the RC interest sphere. Yeah, let's see about that.